Hello guys, and welcome to our IC poster presentation. The presenters are Arailym Yeldos,
Guldana Yeldos,
Arailym
and Daiaana Guldana.
In this video, we are going to mention and talk about the most important things that we have acquired through completing our IC project. Basically, as you can see from the slide, it's about what we've learned, team spirit, PBL project itself, and project products. So, sometimes good intentions can be misinterpreted. Things can get particularly troublesome in an intercultural setting. But misunderstandings happen quickly, and the differences in the culture of complementing are vastly different. For instance, between the East and the West, as in our critical incident. In our critical incident, one well-intended compliment became a reason of an argument that had bad consequences. So let's get it started.
Okay, thanks, Yeldos. Let's start to talk about what we have learned in general through this project. During this seminar, we were actively engaged in this ICC project, which means we actively collaborated. The teacher made a good fundamental image of further project by showing us different videos on our seminars. From starting TED Talks explaining the concept of cultures and ending the various examples of critical incidents, this definitely gave us a prevision of what we are going to do. First of all, we started from identifying critical incident after we decided to choose Arailym, which is about cross-cultural communication, as Yeldos mentioned. Secondly, I want to mention about essentials of PBL, which means golden standards project-based learning, especially about authenticity, which helps us to develop our communicative skills. Thirdly, we all created a public product, the aim of which to add intercultural dimension to our English classes. I mean, our students' book, teachers' book, which helps for them, teachers, PowerPoint presentation, we can see now, video presentation, which you are watching now, and the last one is our rubrics, which have self, peer, and external viewers. And we kindly ask you to fulfill these rubrics after watching this video.
Okay, thank you, Guldana. Now, next, one of the most important things we've learned during this project is a real teamwork. Since the first year at the university, we have been working with different people, different projects. However, none of us experienced working in a team for 1.5 months long. Working in a team for this long period of time had influenced us in many ways. First of all, we understood the true meaning of team spirit. Turns out it doesn't only include good cooperation, negotiation skills. Well, of course, it's one of the most important components, but in fact, it's much broader, deeper feeling. It's all about the connection, the bond among all of us that we have mastered for the past months. Now I can surely see that we know more about each other. Actually, in any team, there were like different or even opposing opinions, and it's really hard to get along with each other till the end. And we're not an exception because we also had some difficulties. However, all of us had a sense of empathy and we were able to compromise when making decisions. And in addition, I would like to mention that we're actually an international team, as our members have Yakutian, Russian, and Kazakh cultural backgrounds. Therefore, we have learned how to think critically and creatively by looking at one thing with different eyes, different mentality and cultures.
Thank you, Arailym. In simple words, what is culture? Culture is a system helps us act in ways that are accepted and familiar. For being interculturally successful, your production skills, unfortunately, is not enough. Comprehension comes from culture. That is why culture matters. Traditional methods don't work with long term. As future teachers, we can implement PBL in our classes and use language as a tool, not only to teach to memorizable text, but also to provide solutions for critical incidents and even social problems. Teamwork, problem solving, and curiosity are must-have for our generation. And the last point that we want to mention is that not everything in PBL will go smoothly. For coping with
challenges, misunderstandings. We as a teachers have to listen with empathy to students and teach them how to negotiate differences with each other. Remember student voice and choice. Yeldos?
Finally, I'm going to demonstrate to you our project products that we have done during our project. First two of them, you can see on the slide, Students' Intermediate Book and Teacher's Guidelines. Students' Book contains all the exercises, tasks, and activities in our chosen IC incident, and Students' Book contributes to language development, covering all four skills, additionally, grammar and vocabulary. Second book, which is Teacher's Guidelines, includes steps for teachers who have to follow them in order to conduct a good and productive lesson. Also, it contains answer keys for the exercises. Another product is PowerPoint presentation that we have created in order to conduct the lesson. It contains slides where step-by-step lesson is explained by a teacher. And the last product is a video presentation of the poster, which actually you are now watching. It's the final product which summarizes our whole project. And here are some visual aids that we included in our student and teachers' books in order to facilitate learning for our students.
Well, in conclusion, we would like to say that all of the things that we've mentioned before is just the top of an iceberg. It's the surface of our improvements, which anyone else can notice. We believe these improvements are our knowledge and skills, according to Byron's model of intercultural competence. But there is the rest part of the iceberg, underwater part, which is depth in our mind, and which is not visible from the first sight. It's our new, modernized cultural awareness and attitudes. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, that's it.